All right. So, good afternoon, guys. It's Adetola Freeman here. All right, and I want to say welcome to another fantastic live trading session. All right, today we're working towards trading the CPI rather. All right, which is the Consumer Price Index. All right, and like I promised on Monday, or last week Friday rather, like I promised last week Friday during the NFP. Today, I'm going to be trying my best to give you a breakdown, all right, on how to approach the straddle trading strategy, all right, for your own personal trades. All right, please do note that, like I said, um, the reason why we're looking at the straddle trading strategy is not exactly because it is the best, not exactly because it's the most profitable, all right, but the reason why we're looking at the straddle trading strategy specifically, all right, during our live sessions like this, is because the straddle trading strategy is the easiest strategy to explain, especially to newbies who might be joining our calls for the first time. All right. Personally, I trade the smart money concepts, which means I work with all the blocks, I work with fair value gaps, inducements, liquidity sweeps, liquidity runs, and all of that. Okay. But for the sake of newbies and a lot of people who are just joining for the first time, that is why I have decided that sessions like this, we're just going to work with the simplest approach, which is the straddle trading strategy. All right. So, guys, if you're new on this call, all right, if this is your first time joining this call, please click on the link in the description to create an account with FBS, because we are the best broker that you can trade straddle with. Right, the best broker that you can trade the news on. So please endeavor to click that link, create an account, all right, so that you don't get complaints of brokers increasing the spread during the news or slippage kicking you out just before the market moves. So having said that, guys, we're going to head into the chart right now, and then I'm going to begin to explain the rationale behind trading straddle. All right, I'm going to try my best to explain as simply as possible. So first thing you must understand is that for every news event, all right, let me type this out. All right, so first things first, news events lead to increased volatility. All right, now it is based on that increased volatility that we predict a breakout. All right. So news events cause increased volatility, hence the breakout. So what we try to do when we trade straddle, all right, is that we try to position ourselves in the direction of that breakout. All right, so we are trying our best to flow with the direction, whatever direction that is, all right, that the market breaks out into, whether bullish or bearish. So what we do in straddle is that, first of all, we need to define a range, all right, because it is impossible to trade breakouts if you do not, first of all, define a range. All right, so the first thing to do when you want to trade straddle is, one, define your trading range. All right, which is why I've told you guys a couple of times that the safest time to trade straddle, all right, is when you go on your chart, all right, when you go on your chart and you can clearly see an established range. All right, are you guys with me? You can clearly see a range that has been established by price, all right, and then from there, you can then, settle down to figure out where the breakouts positions will be and where to place your buy stop and your sell stops. Are you with me now? Guys, hold on. We're going to go over gold and GU and EU and all of that. But please listen to the instructions so that you will not get to lament again. All right, I'm trying to lay out all of this for you guys to make it a lot easier for you to trade these things. Do you guys get it now? So that afterwards, there would be no complaints. All right, that is the essence of my explanation, to lay things out clearly and simply. All right. So for you guys who are, I don't want to say who are just saying buy, sell, and all of that, who are just gambling and predicting, please do not do that. All right. There are innocent people on this call right now who are most likely going to take your comment as a trade idea, all right, or take your comment as a financial advice, and who are definitely going to lose their money. So guys, please relax. All right. So back to the charts. All right. Talking about what you can do when you want to trade straddle. I've said the first thing to do is to define your trading range. All right. Number two thing to do is to use the range to find your breakout positions. All right. So based on the range, that makes it easier for me to be able to figure out, all right, if this is the range, these are the breakout regions. All right, these are the breakout regions. If it goes, if price goes above this particular point, then we have a bullish breakout. If price goes below this point, then we have a bearish breakout, and that makes things a lot easier. All right, a lot easier. Do you guys get it now? So following that, and just pushing forward on that same on that same rationale. All right, the next thing to do is to protect your entries. All right, protect your entries. Now, in talking about protecting your entries, let me be clear. Protecting your entries should not be done with a stop loss. All right, I've seen a couple of people make that mistake and say, oh, I had a stop loss on my order. What exactly happened? Why did, why did the price not, kick off, all right, when I expected it to? Do you guys get it now? When someone comes and says, oh, why did the price not move the way I expected it to? I put my stop loss, but why exactly did my stop loss not get, not get triggered? All right, why did price shift my stop loss lower or higher? As the case might be, it is because whenever there is a news release, all right, volatility increases, which causes slippage to also increase. All right, and what increased slippage means is that your orders may not get activated at the point where they are supposed to get activated. All right, so say for example you had your stop loss at 2271. All right, you had a buy stop, and the buy stop had a stop loss at 2271. If there is a bearish movement in the market that has very high volatility, you may get stopped out at 2100, even though your stop loss was at 2271. Right? So the reason why that happens is because that increased volatility, markets moved too fast, all right? In fact, so fast that your orders could not get activated at the point where it should have been activated. You guys get it now? Hold on, please. I know you guys want me to talk about gold. Probably you have positions open, you have $500 in deficit, and you're trying to use me as your scapegoat to tell you whether to buy or sell. Please relax. Do you guys get me? Please relax. I'm trying to help you guys out here. All right? And if you don't need my help, you don't need my explanations, I'm going to go over to the chart and just, give you guys what you want, a buy and a sell. All right? And then when things don't go your way, I'm just going to laugh at you at the end. Do you guys want that? All right? Remember, it is your own money at stake. All right? Not mine. Your own money. It's your account. All right? So I'm over here trying my best to help you guys make the most of a fantastic opportunity. All right? So I don't need you guys to put me under pressure. Is that clear? All right? Is that clear? Thank you. All right? Let's all be friends. All right, BG Forex Academy, I just blocked you. All right. Thank you so much. You're out. So please, I've mentioned several times, all right, you guys need to be, a lot calmer. It's what's important for you as a trader. You cannot be so emotional and, your heart is just pumping so hard. Relax. This is Forex. If you trade Forex with emotions, you're definitely going to get burnt. All right? So please chill. All right, so let's go back to the chart. So protect your entries. And remember, when I say protect your entries, I am saying do not do that with a stop loss because of slippage. All right? So when you want to protect your entries, there are certain things that you need to do. So let's look at those things right now. All right, so the first thing to do is do not fund more than an amount you are willing to risk. All right, and what that means is that you must ensure that the total equity, all right, when you're about to trade the news, ensure that the total equity in your wallet, all right, or in your trading account is equal to the total amount you're willing to risk. You guys get it now? Ensure that it is equivalent to the total amount you're willing to risk. So say, for example, I have $1,000 account and I am only willing to risk, say, $150 or $100. All right? What that means is that ensure that you move out from that wallet, all right? Move out your $900 or your $850. Move it out as soon as that is done. All right? Move out that money. And once you have done that, ensure that the money in your trading account at that point in time is exactly the amount that you need. Are we clear on that now? Ensure that it's exactly the amount that you need. We still have more than 18 minutes before the news release, so please do not put yourself under pressure and then start crying again in the comment section. All right? So relax. So that's the first thing that you must do to manage your risk. All right? Do not fund more than an amount you're willing to risk. Then number two is you must ensure to use a trailing stop. Now, what does a trailing stop do? A trailing stop is that kind of stop loss that actually follows your trade. All right, a trailing stop follows your trade to ensure that if the market begins to reverse, all right, you get closed out in profit. And I've seen a couple of you say, oh, how do I place a trailing stop? I'm trading from my MT4 on phone. I'm trading from my MT5 on phone. Please know that it is impossible, at least as far as I've seen, all right, it's impossible to set a trailing stop, all right, using your phone. Do you get it now? It's not possible to use trailing stop using your phone. It has to be done from your PC. All right, do we get that now? Your trailing stop has to be set from your PC. So I'm going to see if I can share with you guys an illustration of what your trailing stop is. Hold on. Let me see if there's a chart that I can work with. All right, so permit me, guys. I'm going to try to share a window with you, all right, to just illustrate what I'm talking about. Is that okay? Hold on. Okay. So hold on, guys. I'm trying to ensure that you guys don't get burnt. Okay, so I think we're almost there. Yeah, so let me share that. All right, so this is what it looks like. All right, this is what your trailing stop looks like. So as market begins to move, all right, you will find out that your trailing stop continues to follow price. I'm going to show you how to set that on your MetaTrader. All right, just give me a minute. I'm going to go over to MetaTrader and show you that. So what we're typically saying, all right, is that as price begins to move, all right, what your trailing stop does is that it protects your entry against reversals. All right, it typically just protects your entries against reversals. So hold on, I'm going to go over to MetaTrader now, all right, so that you guys can see what I mean. So we're going to take a trade right now, all right. I'm going to set up, from this area, I want to set a sell limit or a sell stop, all right. Sorry, that should be a buy stop, right? Let me set a buy stop. I want to show where that trade is. All right, so picture it. This is my buy stop position. All right, price has not triggered that buy stop position yet. Let me zoom in. All right, price has not triggered it yet, has not gotten there yet, but I can right click on that position and then go to this third option here, which is trailing stop. All right, and then I want to change it from none. All right, I want to change it to either 5 points or 10 points or 15 points, depending on how closely I want price to follow. I want my trailing stop to follow the price. All right, so if I want my trailing stop to follow the price very closely, all right, then I can use 5 points or 10 points. But if I want to give a bit of a gap, all right, then I can use 20, 25, or as high as 50 points, which is 5 pips. All right, so for this scenario, I can just put 10 points. And you will see that when you come over here, this is the GBP USD trade. All right, this is it right here. Once it gets activated, the trailing stop is actually going to follow the market. So as price moves in profit, my trailing stop becomes activated instantly and then follows the price wherever it goes. Are we clear on that, guys? Does it make sense now? Please note that buy stop and buy limit are not the same. And the same way, sell stop and sell limit are not the same. Okay? All right, so having said that, let's quickly go to the chart, all right, and then we'll plot out our positions on the chart. So let's go to the 1 hour like I usually do, all right? Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. We're trying to see. So first thing we must ask is, currently has price created a range? If your answer to that question on the 1 hour time frame is no, then it means that you have to be much more careful, all right, with that position. You can see that the most recent range has been broken out of, all right, which means that for me right now, if I wanted to trade, this, I would most likely be trying to trade it as a continuation, all right, probably with my buy limit here, all right, because right now that there is no range, it means that straddle may not work best for me. All right, so what I'm simply doing here is I'm simply going back to my origin, all right, which is pure smart money concept. And what I'm simply doing here is I'm expecting that right here, all right, price is going to, take the liquidity from this inducement, come into my demand zone, and then possibly fly. All right, and then possibly fly. I'm going to give you the figures, all right, but hold on. the same thing is what I'm expecting here too. This inducement, all right, this low is going to serve as an inducement, which would give room for liquidity to be swept, all right, and then thereafter price can fly. Because as you can see, we also have the 100 period moving average, all right, the 100-hour moving average, as a confluence right here, all right. And if that's not enough to convince you, we also have this trend line support, right, which is also expected to play an important role in whatever is going to happen today. All right, we can see, okay, this doesn't really fit. All right, but we can see how that is looking already. So let's go to gold. All right, gold on the 1 hour time frame. Gold created a range. All right, you can see that here. Gold created a range, which means that for gold, we can consider using our straddle. Do you guys get me? All right, since we've seen an established range, all right, on gold, it means that there's a possibility for us to straddle. So for gold, our buy stop can be positioned at although this is going to be close, 2387.67. All right, but because of what I'm seeing here, all right, I'm seeing a protected high here, and I'm seeing possible sell side liquidity here. All right, so I'm only going to give one take profit. All right, just one take profit for both the buy stop and the sell stop. Buy stop is 2387.62 on gold. All right, and then buy TP1 is on 2392.08. 2392.08. That's buy TP for gold. All right. Sell stop for gold is at 2368.66. 2368.66, and then the stop loss is at 2364.06. 2364.06. All right. Whereas for Euro USD, for GBP USD, we're simply going to be working with a simple buy limit. All right. A simple buy limit is all we're going to be using. All right. So worst case scenario, price does not play out according to your buy limit. You're only going to be losing what you initially intended to risk. All right. Which is something that you could afford to lose. You guys get it now? So for EU, all right, for Euro USD, our buy limit all right, our buy limit is at 1.08264. 1.08264. That's our buy limit on Euro USD. All right, 1.08264. All right, buy limit on Euro USD. Then the stop loss for that buy limit is 1.08158. 1.08158 for Euro USD buy limit. Then for GBP USD buy limit, we have yes. We have our buy limit at 1.28480. 1.28480. All right. And then we have the stop loss for the buy limit at 1.28317. 1.28317. All right. And one reason why, let me just tell you my sentiment from smart money, from smart money angles. All right. My sentiment is that gold is likely going to drop. It is likely going to be bullish, sorry, because dollar is most likely going to drop. Dollar is most likely going to drop. Note, though, that when it comes to technical analysis, I am a smart money concept trader. All right, but when it comes to fundamental analysis, I trade what's it called again? Straddle. All right, I trade straddle. So for gold, let me call the figures again. Buy stop at 2387.62 with your TP at 2392.08. 2392.08. Then we have sell stop on gold at 2368.66, and then the sell TP at 2364.06. Do you guys get it now? All right. Someone is asking what's the difference between buy stop and buy limit. Now, buy stop is saying that when price, it's like hopping on a bus. All right. You're hopping on a bus that is going your way. All right. And the bus is coming towards you. You jump on the bus, and then the bus keeps going on the same direction. All right. Following its route. But a buy limit is simply saying that I am going to wait for price, all right, at the point where it is about to reverse. All right, so a buy limit says that when price gets to this point, all right, the sell is going to stop, all right, and the bearish direction is going to reverse. That's literally what a buy limit is saying, all right, and that's the difference between a buy limit and a buy stop. I hope that is at least a bit comprehensible. Gilbert, going in full merging is not my advice. All right, for those who are asking what's the TP for GU and EU, please note that there is no actual TP. All right, just activate your trailing stop and allow price to do whatever it desires to do. All right, sell stop on gold, 2368.66. All right, and the sell limit, the sell TP is 2364.06. All right, so let's style them up and see how this goes. Don't forget, guys, click the link in the description to create an account with FBS, because like I said, when it comes to trading the news, FBS is your best bet. All right, FBS is by far your best bet because we are a broker that encourages you to make profit, all right, even in volatile market conditions. And that's because we have a system that is robust enough to handle the slippage, to handle the volatility, and still help you make out with at least some considerable profit, provided you follow all your risk management and you do what is best for your account. All right. So buy stop for gold is at 2387.62, and the buy TP is at 2392.08. And it is at this point that, I recall, I think it's in the Bible, that Jesus wept. Yes, I think it's in the Bible. So if a Messiah can weep, I don't think that you are very much different from a Messiah, right? So the best thing you can do for yourself as a favor is to ensure that if you're going to weep at all, you weep over something that is not going to cause you, irreparable damage. All right, which is why I have advised again and again against trading full margin on the news. So, may the best man win. Where should you watch for Forex news? Of course, FBS, you can always go to our website. We have a very, very active calendar, all right, that shows you, all the upcoming news, the high probability ones, the low probability ones, and all of that. What is the fate of those who do not have a PC when it comes to trading the news? Interesting. Their fate would be to trust in the Lord with all their strength. All right. Set your TP as close as possible to the entry. All right. Set your TP as close as possible to the entry so that whatever happens, you know that you take your profits, you scalp, and then you're out. Yes, the news is here. Let's see. Fantastic. Gold, TP, buy stop activated, buy stop, buy TP hit. So if you placed your buy stop on gold, all right, you should be smiling right now. Remember I said that my sentiment is that these commodities are going to go bullish, all right, because I saw the possibility of dollar becoming weaker, all right. So if you've traded that, please close your order entries. You can see this is my buy stop on GU. You can see that as the market is moving, all right, my stop loss is following. So if price were to reverse, all right, you'll see what the trailing stop is going to do right now. You can see that the stop loss is following, all right, it's following. Did you make some money? Remember, before we started the session, I said a big condolence to those who were planning on selling gold. All right, and I think that that position is validated right now. For GBP, I told you to simply activate your trailing stop, or if you have had enough profit, please close. You can see that my trailing stop already closed me out of the trade. All right, my trailing stop already closed me out of the trade because of this small pullback. All right, we're seeing that gold, if you traded with me on gold, you should definitely have made some money. So let's see, let's have the testimonies flying. Who made some money? Comico, how do I analyze the chart in a very quick way? It has taken me over a decade to learn how to analyze the chart in a very quick way. So I don't think it's something that I can explain to you right now on a 45 minutes call, on a 45 minutes call. All right, I think it comes with expertise. All right, so you're going to need to, do a lot of practice. So fantastic. I'm seeing $306 profit. I'm seeing $300 profit. Who else made some money? Who else made some money? All right, Mr. Eze, you came as a first-timer to monitor things. I hope that you saw certain things that made you excited. Another $306 profit. All right, Murricane Concepts, I made a lot of money. Fantastic, fantastic. Aditya, GU gave you money. Nice trailing stop. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. That's lovely. 1,234 USD. Murricane Concepts. Lovely, guys. Lovely. Lovely, guys. So Comico, like I said, to be able to analyze the charts as quickly as I do, all right, takes a long time of experience. Royal, $96 profit. Fantastic, fantastic. Let's keep the testimonies coming. Let's keep the testimonies coming. $500 USD, fantastic. Yes, I made $16. Fantastic, fantastic. Thank God for the trail stop. Beautiful. Beautiful. Gold sell, you lost $500. I'm sorry, Kevin, but I want you guys. I want you guys. Top stars, you made money on GBP USD. Beautiful. Beautiful. That place, Lucas TV. You're happy now. I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see that. Ken's Football TV, I'm glad you made money this week. Fantastic. Gilbert, you made back all the money you had blown on your accounts. That's lovely. Kudus Ajala, $73 profit. Beautiful. Murricane Concepts, you made $345. Lovely, lovely, lovely. End of duty from $10. GU paid you 300 USD. Fantastic. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. Brian Cuevo, $1,200. Suya. Yeah, that must be one of my students. If you're not my student, you definitely would not understand what suya means, all right? It's one of the, euphemisms that we use to just enjoy ourselves in the market. Beautiful. Your mama said you made 160 pips profit. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Beautiful. All right, so guys, like I said all the time, you should know, all right, that whenever you have issues, you have questions, you can always reach out to me, all right? If it's within my purview to provide you answers, I will definitely ensure to do that as quickly as possible. All right. On Instagram, I have one of the quickest responses because I have a team of managers who ensure that they reply your inquiries as quickly as possible. All right. So if you have questions, I can always point you in the right direction, provided that your questions are valid. All right. Shama made $65 profit. Lovely. $20 profit for Adewale. Fantastic. Arun made $3,500. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, guys. So I want to believe that today we've had a fantastic, fantastic trading experience. I'm glad that you guys made some money. I'm really happy. I'm excited. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me on today's call. All right. Thank you so much for joining me on today's call. And this is Adetola Freeman signing out and saying, love you guys. And I wish you a fantastic rest of the trading week. Don't forget, the name is Adetola Freeman. Till I see you again, keep popping. Keep popping. You get it. All right. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you and have a fantastic one.